Hello, my classy people, Wayne Bolden. Hey, it is Tuesday morning, and I hope everybody's having a great start of the work week. The weather has warmed up here on the East Coast for sure. And as always, please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel and you like our content, one way or the other, please subscribe, support us in that way. Also, join our membership. I never mentioned that, but we should. And you can always buy the SpeedKing of coffee and super sticker and those type of things. All the money we get goes back into our studio. And of course, big weekend, 3 Derby prep races, 3 Derby Kentucky Oaks races between Aqueduct, Santa Anita, and of course the big races, in my opinion, are down at Gulfstream, which brings me to this point. Tip sheets will be available for any track in North America. They're $20 for a full card for sure. And if for some reason you want an all stakes tip sheet, those are also where we cover all the stake races, and they're also $20. But we're going to put together Gulfstream Park's races. They got 8 graded stake races and 1 additional unlisted or listed stake races for sure. 4 grade 2s, 4 grade 3s. I believe the tip sheets will be done for Gulfstream or any other track you want. So I ask that you get your orders in, please, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Please get them in, get your orders placed, get your money in, so that way I'm not up against it at the end of the week for sure, as we continue to try to put together some videos and contents. Well, the old Davona Stakes, right? Well, the girls, you know what, they're back in town, and everybody knows it is my favorite racing. For sure. I love filly races. I love mare racing. And the 3-year-old prep race for the Kentucky Oaks, the first Friday of May, the Davona Stakes, which is race number 8 on the card at Gulfstream down there in Hollandale, Florida. Yeah, it's 215,000, 1 flat mile, grade 2. The girls are in town. Not such a big field, and she's back. Well, of course, everybody knows I love Cara, right? Well, Cara is the number 4 horse, and I gave this horse out last time, making her 3-year-old debut at Tampa in the Suncoast Stakes, right? Got off at 7-2. What a beautiful ticket for sure that we won on that day. And she's trained, or not, she's trained by Mark Cassey, but she's, I mentioned to you that I'm a big fan of Tracey, who's the owner and breeder, homebred gal here, right, by Street Sense, right? Well, Tracey for the last 25 years has been one of my favorite breeders and owners. She always turned out quality horses and give them over to Mark Cassey, usually up at Woodbine. And one of the favorite horses that I had followed in his career was Albert the Great. Go back and watch the Breeders' Cup Classic. I think it was 2020 or 2020 is it? No, 2000 or 2001. Right around the horror in New York City at Belmont Park, and go watch that Breeders' Cup Classic. And Albert the Great ran a great race, but Tiz Now won that race. But again, Tracey turns out beautifully bred horses as an owner and breeder. She takes care of her horses. She has a different type of love. Not different type. That's unfair to say, because I believe all the breeders and owners love their horses. But she really takes care of her horses, and she places them with Mark Cassey, and they do a great job at managing them. And Cara, again, having won that race as a 3-year-old on February 6th, I believe, the old Suncoast, back for an encore. I mean, if there was one knock, she's back in 21 days, but she's feeling good, and I think that she's going to run another bang-up race. I love their splits in here. I love her speed figure. I think that she's going to get to the top in this particular race, or sit second behind the number 1 horse, the Queen MG, and then just crush them down the lane. So again, this is a very nice filly, and I expect her to make big-time noise when she makes it to the Kentucky Oaks. Cara, our top pick and best bet of the weekend, if you ask me. Really love the number 4 horse here. Again, if I had one knock on her, she's doing something her second race off of a layoff of 99 days. But she shouldn't really be affected from that last race she won in the Suncoast because she did it so easily. Okay, so we expect her to spring forward and absolutely sit a pocket trip with the Dylan Davis in the RNC, underrated Dylan Davis, by the way, and get a great trip. We love the number 4, Cara, just as much as we loved her 3 weeks ago in the Suncoast. Our second pick, well, I don't know what to tell you. You know, obviously the Queen MD is on the rail. Chad Brown has the 6. Ballerina Diora. The number 1 horse, the Queen MD, is Saffie Joseph, who is absolutely on fire. He has the services of IRAD. This Queen MD won 3 races from 2 starts and 2/3. 5,000 words. There is a knock that I have on this horse. This horse has a couple vet scratches. One being August 31st of last year, coming out of the spinaway, and then came back 69 days later in a race at Aqueduct, the Tempest Stakes, and ran 3rd. Then they turned the horse out in November, 91 days, came back February 1st, ran 3rd again. I don't know what happened to this horse, the Queen MG, on that vet scratch after August 31st. But until she gets back to the form that we seen her win the Adirondack and the other stake race that she won, which was the Scholarville Stakes, I'm going to take a wait and see hold on her. So my second pick here is going to be the Chad Brown runner, Ballerina Diora, who's by Medaglia Diora, who was trained by my guy, Bobby Franco. And on the back end, grandsire is Tappet. This one is bred very well. Obviously, this horse has some turf pedigree as well. You got the smooth services of one of my favorite jocks in the country, Tyler Gavlion, right along with Louis Saez and the Rolex guy, you know. So again, the smooth Tyler Gavlion is up. This one is sitting on a beautiful race out of the Dunmoselle race. Ran second that day at 9-1. We had her. Ran second to Bob Baffert horse, that Mamua horse for sure. I think this is a race that the number 6 horse will be picking them up and laying them down coming home the last 70 yards. There's no way you could leave the number 6 horse off of any of your exotics plays underneath if you don't like her on top. The number 6 is a very dangerous horse in here and will be my second pick. Our third pick, we'll give a little respect to the Queen MG, but again, I'm going to wait and see until she starts punching through again as she did in the Adirondack and Scholarville Stakes, because after that vet scratch that she got injured in, she just doesn't seem like the horse she was. Now, Saffie Joseph has been very hot the last 2, 3, 4 weeks. IRAD's in there. One thing we know, this horse, the number 1, the Queen MG, was going to take a bunch of money for no other reason. Saffie Joseph hot, and more so because IRAD Ortiz is in the arms here. Okay, so I think the horse will be the underlay, the number 1 horse, Queen MG. You're not getting nothing for her anyway. And by the way, we'll take a wait and see approach. So there it is in the Davona Dale Stakes race, Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Oaks Prep race. 50 points, 25, 15, 10, and 5, like that. We love Cara, the Tracey farmer, bred and owned. Go look her record up. Go look up some of her top horses, and you'll see why I've been following her for the last 25 years for sure. For us, 4, 6, 1, just like that. You can go ahead and box it up. I'm not going to do such a thing. I think the 4 horse is going to sit the pocket behind the 1 horse and blow them away down the lane for sure. Our second pick, the number 6, Ballerina Diora. We know the more races she gets, the better she's going to get for sure. Okay, so I'm probably just going to use 4, 6 here in my pick 4s. 4, 6, 1, just like that. I'm not using the Queen MG in any of my pick 3s, pick 4s, and pick 5s. I think she's going to be overbet for sure. There it is, race number 8. We love Cara for the second time, of course. She's Oaks dreaming. And we're a little scared of Chad Brown with that old ballerina horse. She's by Medaglia Door. You know what Bobby Franco did with her. Stay classy, y'all. There it is. Let's see if we can get another Tracey Farmer horse around the race course for sure. Stay classy, y'all, in all that you do. We like 4-6, 6-4. Maybe you need to use both of them on your pick fours. And oh, well, maybe I will. 4-6, 6-4. Davona Stakes. Girls are dreaming. They're in town. Stay classy, y'all, in all that you do. And as always, tip sheets available. SpeedKing 24 at yahoo.com.